came back in the video, and let's talk about Friday Night Smackdown, which I would like to say best Friday Night Smackdown of the year. I think, well, best pre-tape Smackdown that I've seen in a very long time. Let's get straight up into, first off, Joe Hendry, Smackdown star. I see his future. And honestly, I'm mixed because what happened at the Saturday Night's main event and then Friday night, that man, he is really a Smackdown coded superstar. He really is. Now, The Miz, I always have to give him his props. You know, he's one of my favorites, so I gotta say it. To be the one who is willing to lose multiple times 2 weeks in a row against somebody who does not have as many accomplishments as you, and this time losing how he did, like, team player all the way. Very enjoyable, especially for like the holidays. Sometimes you need to laugh. Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. Again, I ain't gonna shade them because what they're doing is some good character work, but I will say this. Why do they have the goal to act as if they have any say power to dictate how Damian Priest is gonna act? Former world champion versus who? Who are they again? And that's no hate, because it's very interesting. All I am seeing from this is they're going to keep on going with this feud until they're satisfied, until things are hitting to where they want it to hit. I mean, that's the only way to actually give an explanation for how long this feud is going. And with their character work, it's like now I have less of an issue, because if it was me and any other feud or superstar, why do you keep going if you already had the upper hand, continuously winning? What's the point? But now we know, dude just like chaos. Dude just has his sights set on Damian Priest until he does not no longer. Until there's no other use for him. Now, Jade Cargill and B-Fab have a match set for next week, and I like this opportunity for Michin, not B-Fab, Jade and Michin have a match. Now, I said B-Fab because B-Fab is a conversation that I want to have. I don't know what way B-Fab is leaning, because of course her and Michin have been close, been friends, but they've been going through tough times with one another. But her energy is just so different to Michin's, and it's different from how she's been acting. What she said on Fridays, talking about how, you know, you're not scary for just not, you know, for not picking a fight with Jay. You're being smart. You're moving with making smart decisions, doing the smart thing, not the hard thing, just because you want to say you're not scary. And it's so different from what Michin's energy is on. It makes me wonder if B-Fab is going to be like, you know what? The smart decision would just be to be on Jade's good side, to do what Jade wants. So I wonder if she's going to end up, quote-unquote, turning on Michin because that's the smart decision. The smart decision is just to go along with the get along. I mean, a lot of people would do that. So I have my eyes set on B-Fab and Michin. Hopefully it's just hopefully there is a story involved with having Jade involved with Michin. Now, we had a match between Lash Legend and Charlotte Flair, because Charlotte had to get her lick back for Alexa. Did not go in the way Lash planned, but Charlotte was able to get her lick back. And it seems, though, with all the beef going on with the tag team division, we have a 6-man tag team match set for next week, which I'm intrigued. I really am. I'm pondering, questioning, why have Liv Morgan and Roxanne not been in these situations? Because, I mean, they really made a statement on that one Raw, but ever since then, they have been they're not been positioned in a way to where gold is involved. There's no gold, there's no closeness, proximity to gold. You're not even in the discussion when it comes to the tag teams. Like, so I don't know if it's something that's going to happen on Raw to make us, you know, see why or how this is the way they're going, but I don't know. I would just not do that. That's just my personal opinion. Trick Williams. He's looking like he's gonna be a SmackDown superstar. And like I've said, I don't know. Find something else to do. Find something else to do, Trick. Find something else to do. I don't even need to elaborate on that. Find something else to do. Leave bro alone. Leave bro alone. Unless you're gonna be a flunky, leave bro alone. I noticed something with Cody Rhodes though. He seems very willing to give opportunities to anybody, because if things happen how I possibly think how they're hitting, that Trick and Cody might have a match, dude gives back, because Carmelo Hayes was in the same position and he had a match with Cody Rhodes his first night on the roster. So I'll be intrigued in that. Now, I know this is not the main event. I know the main event, this is the main event I'm going to talk about, but the real main event is really what I want to put my time into. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre have set to have a match in Berlin, 3 stages of hell match. I feel like it's a very cheap pop to always talk about Cody Rhodes' dad, especially because a lot of people are like, okay, Cody always brings up his dad. Like, the heels are like, you're already bringing up your dad, but you guys do the same thing. It's like Cody Rhodes has no room to just not end up crying, no room, because y'all always ready to talk about his daddy. How about y'all talk about something else? Do something. Drew McIntyre always just goes for what triggers the guy the most, and it didn't work out for Cody. Which, does that really mean much when it comes to the fact that Drew has not been able to get one over on Cody? Does it really matter what Drew McIntyre says if he can't deliver? The guy has just been making bricks, okay? Like, at this point, just sit down somewhere. Do something safe, because it's clear to everybody that you just don't know. You don't know how to get the title. You don't know how to actually beat somebody and beat somebody up to the point where you're the new champion. And if you do, it don't last for long. But that's just me. Now, this is a match that I was like, now why would they do this on a recorded show? Like, why would they do this on a pre-tape show? But I understand it fully after seeing the match. Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov. This is a match that could not happen on a regular Smackdown, because they just wouldn't be able to give the time they needed and the time they deserve to tell the story that they told. There was a beautiful showing of how just the grit that Carmelo Hayes has, because the whole thing of Dragunov, he has his own persona and how he's the guy who's willing to do anything, even hurt himself, but he's an honorable man. And telling that story that they've told and their chemistry they had, their history they have, it's only respectful. It only makes sense for Dragunov to be the one to lose the title to Carmelo, because you're telling a bigger story there. One thing that I heard Graves say was Carmelo Hayes was in danger of being one of those college athletes that do big there, but then when they get to the big leagues, they fall. I really disagree with that, because every performance Carmelo Hayes has had has been stunning. He's had performances fit of champions. He's been built for that. He's been delayed a lot, but like, the guy has been built for a title, especially that U.S. title. So it wasn't that. It's just we was waiting for time and opportunity. It's not that he was in danger of any of that, because no, we just know sometimes the times don't be right. We just know that, hey, it just needs to be a better opportunity. But it's just that. There ain't nothing about slipping, falling, nah. No, none of that is going on with Carmelo Hayes, because bro already has a stamp of approval from Miz, basically. He was never in danger of that. Danger of being unutilized, yes, but that's about it. This right here was just not a hasty decision. I know that they had this in the bag. They've had this for a while. I just was not patient, because if I'm being honest, there's a lot of superstars that don't have to be as patient. There are superstars that have the opportunity there. Even if they don't have all the capabilities, they'll have the opportunity. So I just was not. I'm just not one of those people who are willing to wait just to wait. I'm just not. But Melo really didn't get as much offense as I wanted. But that was the story that it was telling. It was telling how much grit, how much dedication that Carmelo Hayes has, and making him a babyface was a great decision. Even though I really want him to continue to be him, even if it shows that layering, because that's kind of the character I get from him. He doesn't have to be a heel, but he's not gonna be no punk. He ain't gonna be over here like Cody Rhodes. You gotta get pushed to be to stand up for yourself. What? No. I don't see that happening. I see Carmelo Hayes having a very good U.S. Championship run. If they let him. This one might be one of my favorite runs for sure, though, because there's just certain things that some superstars will just bring out of a situation, bring out of a feud, and with the hype, with the backing Carmelo Hayes has, there's no freaking way we're just gonna get, oh, you're just gonna have random matches, yeah, or you're just gonna be on the shelf. No way. Especially when you see he's about to have a feud with Johnny. I just know it's gonna be beautiful. I haven't been this excited for a title win since Naomi won. So y'all already know, because the mini Carmelo Hayes video, mini Carmelo Hayes shorts, all that stuff, y'all know how ready I was for this moment. But you guys let me know how you felt about SmackDown. What was your favorite moment? I think I know, but I do want to hear it. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.